our pups. One morning, the Paw Patrol pups were playing basketball with Mayor Goodway. Sky made a super sky hook right into the hoop. Rocky did his Rocky spin and shoot, swish. Then it was Marshall's turn. Here comes my famous Dalmatian dunk, he said, jumping high in the air, but he missed the hoop and bounced right into Foggy Bottom's Mayor Humdinger. If you bludgeoning beagles need lessons, grumbled Mayor Humdinger, my undefeated Foggy Bottom basketball team would be happy to help. Mayor Goodway folded her arms. Bring on your boomers, Mayor. Tomorrow you'll see that Adventure Bay has the top team. But Mayor Goodway had forgotten one thing. Adventure Bay didn't have a basketball team. She immediately called Ryder. No job is too big, no pup is too small for basketball, Ryder declared. Paw Patrol to the lookout. We only have one day to get ready, Ryder told the pups at the lookout. Chase, I'll need you to use your whistle, megaphone, and traffic cones to help run the practice. Marshall, I need you standing by with water and ice to make sure no one gets overheated. The rest of you pups, I need you to be on the team. Later at the basketball court, Chase set up a running and bouncing drill. Okay, team, let's see some hustle, he said, as Marshall dribbled the basketball. It bounced out of control and he tripped over the cones. The pups piled into a pyramid next to the hoop. Marshall tried to pass the ball and took a tumble instead. Luckily, Sky nudged the ball into the hoop at the last second. On the big day, the mayor gave Ryder and the pups a team name, the Adventure Bay All-Stars. But they didn't feel like all-stars. They felt nervous, especially Marshall. I don't think I should play in the game, he said to Ryder. If someone gets hurt, I want to be ready. Are you sure that's the reason? Asked Ryder. Marshall nodded, but he was secretly worried that he wasn't good enough to be on the team. The Adventure Bay All-Stars lined up against the Foggy Bottom Boomers. Rebel and a Boomer faced off at the center. Captain Turbot was the referee. Okay, players, let's see super sportsmanship for this sporting spectacle. He tossed the basketball into the air and the game was on. The Boomer leaped up and knocked the ball away from Rebel. Foggy Bottom had the advantage. The ball bounced to the Boomer, who took a shot and scored. Just let us know when you've had enough, Mayor Goodway, chuckled Mayor Humdinger. At the end of the court, Ryder passed the ball to Rocky. The pup dribbled down the court, dodging Boomers left and right. Rocky threw the ball to Sky, who flipped it towards the hoop. The Adventure Bay All-Stars and Foggy Bottom Boomers were tied, 2 against 2. The Boomers headed down the court, and then suddenly, Zuma stole the ball and passed it to Ryder. Ryder dribbled, weaved past the Boomer, shot, and scored. Up and down the court, the players dribbled, shot, and scored. The Adventure Bay All-Stars were winning. I can't believe the pups are ahead. I mean, go All-Stars, cheered Mayor Goodway. Mayor Humdinger twirled his mustache and whispered to a Boomer, You know what to do. As Rocky and Zuma headed down the court, a Boomer stuck out his foot and sent them tumbling. From the sidelines, Marshall raced to the rescue. He bandaged Rocky's sprained paw and put an ice pack on Zuma's tail to keep the swelling down. Do you want to play? Ryder asked Marshall. We need you. Otherwise, we don't have enough players. Marshall hung his head. I'm kind of clumsy with the ball. It doesn't matter how good you are. You're part of our team, said Chase. Come on, no game is too big and no pup is too small. With Marshall on the team, the All-Stars trotted onto the court. When Ryder missed a foul shot, Marshall dove for the rebound, but a boomer beat him to it. Ryder patted Marshall. Don't worry, you'll get it next time. As the clock ticked down to the final seconds, the All-Stars were losing, 43 to 42. Marshall, called Ryder as he passed the ball to him. Whoa, Marshall landed on top of the ball and rolled right past the boomer defense. Marshall was still struggling to control the ball. He dove on top of it, and both the ball and the puck bounced high into the air and right into the hoop. The final buzzer sounded. On the scoreboard, the All-Stars had 44 points and the Boomers had 43. Marshall had scored the winning basket for the Adventure Bay All-Stars. Ryder reached up to help Marshall down. Great move, Marshall. You won the game, cheered Sky. Ryder smiled. If you ever need some all-star players, just yelp for help. A 101 Dalmatians. Pongo, Brietta, and their 15 puppies lived in a cozy little house in London. Their humans lived there, too. Roger, who was tall and thin, played the piano, and Anita, who laughed a lot. They all got along splendidly and were very happy. Then one day the doorbell rang, and in came Cruella de Vil, Anita's old friend from school. I'm so glad the puppies have finally gotten their spots, Cruella said, stroking their soft fur. I'll pay for them now. Pay for the puppies? Gasped Anita. Oh, Cruella, we couldn't part with them. Don't be silly, Anita, said Cruella. You can't possibly keep 15 puppies. We are not selling them, said Roger, and that's final. Furious, Cruella stamped out of the house. One frosty night a few weeks later, Pongo and Britta went out for a walk with Roger and Anita. The puppies were at home, asleep in their basket. Suddenly, two men burst into the house. They put all the puppies in a big bag. Then they carried the bag out to their truck and sped away. After being in the truck for what seemed like hours, the 15 puppies found themselves in a room filled with many other Dalmatian puppies. On a couch in front of the television set were the two nasty men who had kidnapped them. The other Dalmatians told them that the men worked with Cruella de Vil, who had bought the puppies from the pet store. Back at home, Pongo and Peretta were horrified to find their puppies missing. It's that evil Cruella de Vil, Bertha said, sobbing. She has stolen our puppies. Oh, Pongo, do you think we'll ever find them? I have a plan, said Pongo. Let's try the Twilight Bark. The Twilight Bark was a system of long and short barks used by dogs to pass along news. The next evening, Pongo and Bertha went on another walk with Roger and Anita. While the Dalmatians were out, they barked long and loud. They wanted all the dogs in London to be on the lookout for their puppies. Pongo waited for someone to answer his barks. It was a very cold night, and most dogs were inside. Then Bertha added her bark to Pongo's, and at last they heard a reply. Message received. Most sorry about your puppies. Will do all I can to help spread the word, howled the Great Dane. That night, the Twilight Bark even reached a quiet farm where an old sheepdog known as the Colonel lay sleeping. Alert, alert, shouted Sergeant Tips, a cat who lived on the farm. A vital message coming in from London. The Colonel lifted one shaggy ear to listen to the faint message. 15 puppies have been stolen, he cried. I heard puppies barking at the old DeVille mansion, said Tibbs. You don't suppose. The colonel barked a message back to London. Then he told Tibbs, we should investigate right away. They headed straight for the gloomy DeVille mansion. Tibbs held on tight to the colonel's back as he rushed through the snow. Once they arrived, Tibbs climbed up onto the colonel's shoulders. He peeked through an open window. Good night, said the cat when he all saw the puppies. There are a whole lot of you. I'm looking for 15 puppies who were stolen from London. I was stolen, cried Lucky, one of the puppies, and so were my brothers and sisters. The men heard the noise and went to investigate. Tibbs and the colonel ran away, but not before promising to get help. The next morning, Cruella de Vil arrived in her car. It's got to be done today, she cried, but you couldn't get a dozen coats out of the whole caboodle, protested one of the men, pointing to the puppies. Then I'll have to settle for half a dozen, said Cruella. Just do it. She dashed out, then roared off in her car. Sergeant Tibbs and the colonel had returned just in time to hear Cruella give the orders. You kids had better get out of here before they make coats out of you, Tibbs whispered. Then he shoved one of the puppies towards a hole in the wall. It's too small, protested the pup. Squeeze, ordered Tibbs, and the puppy got through. One by one, the other puppies followed. Suddenly, the two thugs realized that the puppies were escaping. The chase was on. Tibbs and the puppies scooted through the dark halls of the mansion. Soon they found themselves trapped at a dead end. The thugs raised their clubs to strike. At that moment, Pongo and Bertha crashed through the window with a blast of glass and freezing air. The angry Dalmatian parents fought off the astonished men as the puppies scampered to safety. Once the dogs were safely outside, they thanked the colonel and Tibbs and said goodbye. Then they hurried towards London. Pongo and Bertha led the way, their 15 puppies and all the other Dalmatian pups right behind them. When they reached a frozen stream, they carefully crossed the slippery surface so they wouldn't leave paw prints. Then they resumed the race home. All along the route, the Dalmatians were helped by other dogs. A black Labradoodle retriever arranged for them to ride to London in a moving van. The Dalmatians waited in the shed while the van was being fixed. Suddenly, Cruella's big car pulled up outside. Somehow she had followed their tracks. Oh, Pongo, said Bertha. How will we get to the van? Pongo noticed lots of ashes in the fireplace. If they all rolled in soup, they would look just like the black Labradors. When the van was ready, the dogs marched outside, one after another. The soot-covered puppies were lifted into the van. Before Pongo had a chance to pick up the last one, a clump of snow fell from the shed onto the puppy. Pongo snatched up the pup, but the snow had washed away the suit. From her car, Cruella could see the white fur and black spots. They're escaping, she shouted as the van moved away. Faster and faster went the van, but Cruella's car drew closer and closer. She was screaming in anger, then she began to yell in fear. Her car skidded on the icy road. Cruella tried to stop it, but her car spun around and slid into a ditch. The last the Dalmatian saw of Cruella, she was standing beside her wrecked car, having a nasty temper tantrum. When the van reached the cozy little house in London, Roger and Anita were overjoyed. And when they counted the dogs, they discovered that they now had 101 Dalmatians. We'll have to buy a big house in the country, said Roger. We'll have a Dalmatian plantation. And they did exactly that. Bongo, Bretha, and all the spotted puppies lived there happily ever after. The Cat in the Hat comes back. This was no time for play. This was no time for fun. This was no time for games. There was work to be done. All that deep snow, all that snow had to go. When our mother went down to town for the day, she said somebody has to clear all this away. Somebody has to, you see? And she picked out two somebodies, Sally and me. Well, they were working. We were working like that. And then who should come up but the Cat in the Hat? Oh, Sally said. Don't you talk to that cat. That cat is a bad one. That Cat in the Hat. He plays lots of bad tricks. Don't you let him come near. You know what he did the last time he was here. Play tricks, laughed the cat. Oh my. No. I just want to go in to get out of the snow. Keep your mind on your work. You just stay there. You too. I will go in the house and find something else to do. Then the cat went right in. He was up to no good, so I ran in after as fast as I could. Do you know where I found him? You know where he was. He was eating a cake in the tub. Yes, he was. The water was on, and the cold water too. And I said to the cat, what a bad thing to do. But I like to eat cake in the tub, laughed the cat. You should try it sometime, laughed the cat as he sat. And then I got mad. This was no time for fun. I said, Cat, you get out. There is work to be done. I have no time for tricks. I must go back and dig. I can't have you in here eating cake like a pig. You get out of this house. We don't want you about. Then I shut off the water and let it run out. The water ran out, and then I saw the ring. A ring in the tub, and oh boy, what a thing. A big long pink cat ring. It looked like pink ink, and I said, will this ever come off? I don't think. Have no fear of that ring, laughed the Cat in the Hat. Why, I can take cat rings off tubs just like that. Do you know how he did it? With Mother's white dress. Now the tub was all clean, but her dress was a mess. Then Sally looked in. Sally saw the dress too, and Sally and I did not know what to do. We should work in the snow, but that dress, what a spot. It may never come off, Sally said. It may not. But the cat laughed. Ho, ho. I can make that spot go. The way I take spots off of a dress is just so. See here, laughed the cat. It is not hard at all. The thing that makes spots off a dress is a wall. Then we saw the cat wipe the spot off the dress. Now the dress was all clean, but the wall, what a mess. Oh, wall spots, he laughed. Let me tell you some news. To take spots off a wall, all I need is 2 shoes. Whose shoes did he use? I looked and saw whose. And I said to the cat, this is very bad news. Now the spot is all over Dad's $10 shoes. But your dad will not know about that, said the cat. He will never find out, laughed the Cat in the Hat. His $10 shoes will have no spots at all. I will rub them right off on this rug in the hall. But now we have rug spots, I yelled. What a day. Rug spots. What next? Can you take them away? Don't ask me, he laughed. Why, you know that I can. Then he picked up the rug, and away the cat ran. I can clean up these rug spots before you count 3. No spots are too hard for a cat like me. He ran into Dad's bedroom, and then the cat said, "It is good that your dad has the right kind of bed." Then he shook the rug. Crack. Now the bed had a spot, and all I could say was, "Now what, cat? Now what?" But the cat just stood still. He just looked at the bed. "This is not the right kind of bed," the cat said. "To take spots off this bed will be hard," said the cat. "I can't do it alone," said the cat in the hat. "It is good I have someone to help me," he said, "right here in my hat on top of my head. It is good that I have him here with me today. He helps me a lot. This is little cat A." And then little cat A took the hat off his head. "It is good I have someone to help me," he said. "This is little cat B, and I keep him about. And when I need help, then I let him out." And then B said, "I think we need little cat C. That spot is too much for the A cat and me. But now, have no fear, we will clean it away. The three of us, little cats B, C, and A. Come on, take it away," yelled little cat A. "I will not. I will hit that old spot with this broom. Do you see? It will come off the old bed. It goes on the TV." Then little cat B cleaned up the TV. He cleaned it with milk, put the spot in a pan, and then C blew it out of the house with a fan. "But look where it went," I said. "Look where it blew. You blew the mess out of the house. That is true. But now you made the snow spots. You can't let them stay." "Let us think about that now," said C, B, and A. "With some help, we can do it," said little cat C. Then pop, on his head we saw little cat D. Then pop, 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 little cats E, F, and G. "We will clean up that snow if it takes us all day. If it takes us all night, we will clean it away," said little cats G, F, E, D, C, B, A. They ran out of the house, then, and we ran out too, and the big cat laughed. "Now you will see something new. My cats are very clever. My cats are good shots. My cats have good guns. They will kill all of those spots." But this did not look very clever to me. Kill snow spots with pop guns. That just could not be. "All this does is make more spots," we yelled at the cat. "Your cats are no good. Put them back in your hat. Take your little cats G, F, E, D, C, B, A. Put them back in your hat, and you take them away." "Oh no," said the cat. "All they need is more help. Help is all that they need. So keep still and don't yelp." Then little cat G took the hat off his head. "I have little cat H here to help us," he said. Little cats H, I, J, K, L, and M. "But our work is so hard, we must have more than them. We need little cat N, we need O, we need P, we need little cats Q, R, S, T, U, and V. Come on, kill those spots. Kill the mess," yelled the cats, and they jumped at the snow with long rakes and red bats. They put it in pails, and they made high pink hills, pink snowmen, pink snowballs, and little pink hills. Oh, the things that they did. And they did them so hard. It was all one big spot now, all over the yard. But the big cat stood there, and he said, "This is good. This is what they should do," and I knew that they would. With a little more help, all the work will be done. They need one more cat, and I know just the one. Look close in my hand. I have little cat V. On his head are cats W, X, Y, and Z. Z is too small to see, so don't try. You cannot, but Z is the cat who will clean up that spot. Now here is the Z. You can't see, said the cat, and I bet you can't guess what he has in his hat. He has something called Voom. Voom is so hard to get. You never saw anything like it, I bet. Why? Voom cleans up anything clean as can be. Then he yelled, take your hat off now, little cat Z. Take the Voom off your head. Make it clean up the snow. Hurry, you little cat. 1, 2, 3, and go. Then the vroom. It went voom. And oh boy, what a voom. Now, don't ask me what voom is. I never will know. But boy, let me tell you, it does clean up snow. So you see, said the cat, now your snow is all white. Now your work is all done. Now your house is all right. And you know where my little cats are, said the cat. That voom blew my little cats back in my hat. And so, if you ever have spots now and then, I will be happy to come again. With little cats A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, and Q, R, S, T, and cat U and V, and little cats W, X, Y, and Z.